Good Tuesday morning. Looks like it's going to be a wet Wednesday out there. I keep getting my days mixed up. Wet Wednesday across southeast Texas. We've already been seeing some showers out there today, but the coverage is about maybe 30 or 40% for today, so nothing too widespread. But if you get under one of these showers, a little thunderstorms, you'll hit some heavy rain for a short period of time for this morning. We'll take a look at radar here in a second. Let's take a look at the rest of the day forecast, and we'll go about 30% through the afternoon as temperatures get up into the middle to maybe a few upper 80s today. Still around the middle 80s by 6 o'clock as things should be dying down as far as any of those showers. And then by 10 o'clock, we'll see temperatures back into the 70s. Outside right now, we've been seeing some partly cloudy skies and then some scattered showers around the area. Here's the view from Packard-LaPrade as we look at the Jefferson County Courthouse on our Roofing 911 Live Skycam network. Currently showing 81 degrees downtown. Humidity up there. It is very humid, 74%. And we're seeing light winds out of the south, generally between about, say, 2 to 10 miles per hour. Once again, ignore that 20 inches of rain. That rain gauge has been adding up, but it hasn't been dumping out. So it's been showing rain from the last, I don't know, a couple of months or so. So that's rain gauge. Don't pay attention to that. We have not got 20 inches of rain today. I can guarantee that. But once again, here's the view from Packard-LaPrade. Seeing some blue, also seeing some clouds and a few showers around. We'll see these scattered showers probably through the early afternoon. We'll take you up to Jasper, and right now just some partly cloudy skies in the Jasper area on our Roofing 911 Live Skycam network. This camera sponsored by Provalis, and they haven't seen too much as of yet, but we do have a line of some scattered broken showers that are going to be drifting up towards the Jasper area, and we could see maybe one or two of those maybe work into Jasper. So keep that umbrella handy if you maybe leaving the house, go do some lunch today or do some errands this afternoon. You might run into a random shower, so I would just keep the umbrella handy, like I said, if you haven't left the house yet for today. Not going to rain all day long. Matter of fact, these showers pop up and they stick around for a little bit, but maybe keep you inside for maybe an hour or so, but they're not going to be sticking around for too long. So we look over towards Port Arthur. Off in the distance there, you can see maybe a few downpours from our camera there in Port Arthur. This camera is sponsored by Mid-County Construction. Our Roofing 911 Live Skycam network there, showing some darker clouds in the foreground. And you can see off there in the distance, that might be a few showers. Hard to see because it's off a ways there. But seeing some sunshine too. Like I said, generally some partly cloudy and mostly cloudy skies with some random showers around. We're going to look at the radar here in just a second. I want to go through some of these skycams, especially the one over towards Orange, where just a little bit ago it was pouring down in the Orange area, and our skycam was showing that rain as the traffic trying to move through some of those heavy downpours, and I think it had about a tenth of an inch of rain on the rain gauge there in the Orange area. Here we go. This is what I was talking about. Wow, you can see it really added up pretty quickly. Now we're showing almost a half an inch of rain, and it is pouring down in Orange, and this is what you could see if you get under one of these showers. Pretty heavy amount of rain in a short amount of time. Currently showing 75 in Orange, humidity at 93%, north winds. And look at that traffic slowing down with all the heavy rain. So if you're heading over towards Orange, and there are going to be these scattered showers throughout southeast Texas. Slow down, give yourself a little extra time to get through this mess. Will be a few of these. Tomorrow morning, it looks like this is going to be widespread stuff across the entire area. This is probably what the commute's going to look like tomorrow morning, and we'll talk more about that here in just a little bit. But you can see in the Orange area, got some pretty heavy rain falling right now. As we come back here to Beaumont, outside our 12 News studio, dry right now. This camera brought you by Mid-County Plumbing, but you can definitely see the rain off in the distance. Another one of those heavy downpours that have popped up and will continue to kind of drift north. They're not moving very fast to the north, about 5 to 10 miles an hour. So like I said, if you get under one of these, it might last for a little while before it finally moves out. But they're not going to stick around all day. You'll see a little bit of rain here and there, but nothing too widespread for this afternoon. Maybe 30–40% coverage of some rain, I think, through the first part of the afternoon, and then things should start to die down just a little bit. But that camera over in Orange really showing some heavy downpour there, and you can see some more rain here. Let's see if we can take a look at one more camera here over towards Lake Charles. Once again, you can see some rain off of the distance in Lake Charles. This particular camera brought to you by Market Basket. All right, temperature-wise, Orange at 80 officially, 80 in Beaumont, 80 in Port Arthur, 80 in Silsbee, then a little warmer up towards the Lakes area, 83 in Woodville, 82 in Jasper, and then 81 in Kirbyville. Here's radar, and you can see the nature of these storms are very spotty. Nothing too concentrated out there. There's that little thunderstorm right over Orange where our camera is, We can see that there. Here, we'll zoom in a little bit, and you can see there is a thunderstorm there. Nothing severe. We're not expecting any severe weather today, but there will be a few thunderstorms. This one's producing some lightning, so like I said, if you're traveling I-10, going through the orange area, you're going to run into this heavy downpour. It's probably going to last maybe another half an hour to an hour at the most, and then it'll kind of drift off towards the north. So if you're leaving Beaumont now, getting ready to here in the next little bit and heading over toward maybe Lake Charles, I think you're going to miss this particular storm. By the time you get there, that should drift off towards the north. You won't have to worry about that. We have one heavy downpour right over Sabine Lake. Looks like most of Mid-County is on the dry side, but there is some kind of a heavy shower drifting north. It might hold together and make it into Beaumont here. And then you can see right along 105, it looks like there's some rain from Sour Lake over to maybe not quite to Lumberton, maybe just up towards Lumberton there. There's a little bit of a thunderstorm on the west side, I guess you can say, at Lumberton. And then we have some spotty showers through parts of Jefferson County. So pretty heavy downpours here and there. Like I said, drifting north pretty light, pretty slowly at about 5 miles an hour. Sperger, it's getting some heavy rain right now. Looks like that's going to be sticking around for a little while. And then you head up towards Newton where it's dry right now, but you have some showers. Looks like they're working towards you. Some rain along the Sabine River. Jasper, pretty quiet. Don't see too much there. Maybe a few of these showers could catch the Jasper area. And Woodville right now, pretty quiet. Maybe a little bit of a sprinkle, a light shower there. And most of these drifting north, maybe probably, keep your fingers crossed, maybe we'll miss the Woodville area here over the next hour or two. But once again, spotty nature as far as these showers are concerned. As you look at the big picture, you can see they're kind of just spotty through parts of southeast Texas, southwest Louisiana. Heavy rain falling out in west Texas. Disturbance there. It's going to be working towards us as we head towards tomorrow, and that's going to give us a real good chance of rain tomorrow morning. We're expecting maybe a couple of inches of rain through Wednesday morning, maybe early afternoon on Wednesday. So today with these spotty showers, tomorrow it's going to be a steady rain, I think, through the morning, going into the early afternoon. Rush hour is going to be very wet, kind of like what we saw on the camera there in orange. So be ready for that in the morning. You might want to plan on maybe heading out the door a little early. You're going to have to deal with some rain in the morning. Not expecting any severe weather or anything like that tomorrow morning, but a steady rain could be falling across the area. Rest of the country, you can see that moisture just shooting right up through parts of the southeast, producing some widespread rainfall from southern Missouri all the way through Kentucky, it looks like, coming into Indiana, Illinois, going up into, looks like Ohio now. East Coast, pretty dry for the most part. We have that rain, though, up into parts of the Midwest. And then we have some of that heavy rain out in West Texas there, spotty showers here. Maybe a little bit of rain up towards the northern Rockies. Looks like the West Coast not looking too bad right now. As we take a look at Futurecast, showing these spotty showers looking like they're dying down by about 2, 3 o'clock this afternoon. So they're not going to stick around all day long. And we're expecting to see temperatures up there into the middle to upper 80s for later on this afternoon. This evening should be dry. Temperatures backing off through the 70s for this evening. And then overnight we'll see increasing clouds. And then here comes that disturbance. And you can see by the morning hours it's going to be wet across the entire area for tomorrow. Once again, could be picking up 1, maybe 2 inches of rain. Some spots maybe even more rain than that as we head in towards your Wednesday. And you can see this stuff starting to move out through the morning hours. Still by 1, 2 o'clock, still could see a little bit of rain, but it eventually moves out of here. And then as we go towards tomorrow late in the day, things should be drier. So weather impact for tomorrow, showers and thunderstorms likely during the morning, 1 to 2 inches of rain possible for your Wednesday. Along the coast today, south winds at 5 to 10 knots, seas only about a foot. Only one high tide today, 12:22 for this afternoon. So today we'll go about a 30, maybe 40% coverage of some spotty showers. Temperatures in the middle to upper 80s. For tonight, back down into the lower 70s with about a 30%